Hi Foxes, it's Brittany from Foxborough Vintage. Shop Foxborough on Poshmark and Foxborough Vintage on Etsy, and I also have a handmade business on Etsy, and I'm here today with another video for you. And this video today is going to be my last 10 sales over $30 on the Poshmark app. So if that sounds interesting to you, just stick around. If you like reseller content and travel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I've got a trip coming up in May. I'm going to Brumfield Antique Market. I'm going to be doing some vlogging there. And yeah, just little day trips here and there. And then a lot of like reseller content, vintage content. So hopefully you'll join me on my channel. Yeah, so without further ado, we're going to jump right in. And I'm going to be putting the pictures on the screen over here so that you can see, or over here, whichever one has more room, so that you can see what item I'm talking about, what it looks like, what my pictures look like, what my description was like, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started. I've got my iPad here. I'm going to go ahead and read them off of this. So my last sale over $30 actually just happened a few minutes ago. So that was a ModCloth navy blue shirt dress with fox print. It was the size extra large and it was new with tags, and that sold for $45. My sale before that was a ModCloth angel wing cat print chiffon blouse. So this was just like a crazy, it had like big accordion sleeves, and it had this like micro cat print, and I'd never seen, when I did some research I couldn't find another one like it, and that sold for $36. My next sale was one right before that. It was frame denim. So everyone, raves about frame, but I think the market is getting just a little bit oversaturated, so I don't think that they're going for like the $50, $60 unless you're getting like the brand new, like the newer styles, high-waisted and all that sort of stuff, or like flares, or they have something really special about them. But this pair I picked up, and I had them listed for I think $67 for about 2 weeks, and no one had even liked the item despite my sharing it to parties and whatever for 2 weeks. And someone came in and offered me $35, and I was like, well, that's pretty low off of my asking price. It's not unreasonable for frame denim when I went back through and looked at the comps, so I went ahead and just accepted that. But yeah, frame denim, $35. And my sale before that was Hobo. It was a Hobo leather rustic tote bag. So the brand was Hobo. It was all leather. It had zippered pockets on the outside and the inside. It was a really nice little tote bag, and that sold for $50. I don't remember how many I'm at so far. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the fourth sale. Okay, so the fifth sale is another ModCloth dress. This one was a blue floral maxi dress. So it was bright blue. It was one of the newer pieces, maybe from like last year. Yeah, and that sold pretty quickly. I think within a week of listing, that one sold. I believe I had it listed for $54, and someone offered $45 for it, so I went ahead and accepted that. The sixth sale was a pair of Anthropologie Llama Tights. So these were a gift from my husband for Christmas, and he got me the wrong size. So I ended up having to buy the larger size. And I think I got them on sale for like $15. So the retail price was $38, and these actually sold for full retail price. So I had them listed at the same amount that they were listed on Anthropologie. You couldn't get them in that size anymore. They were sold out, so someone wanted them, $38. The seventh sale was a pair of shoes, a pair of vintage mustard, little like kitten heels with a pointed toe. They were really cute, all leather. Someone had come in and I had them listed for I think 50 or 60, and someone came in and offered me 20, and that was too low. I usually, when they're that low, I try and counter with my lowest and then just stick to it. And they ghosted after I offered 35, which I felt was like crazy reasonable, but they ghosted after that. And then they came back a week or two later and offered $20 again, and I countered back 35, and then they bought them. So I guess just goes to show that you just have to stick to your guns sometimes. And I believe I got these at the bin, so you know, I don't normally like to take more than half off, but if I got it for a good price, sometimes I'll take that just to get sales kick-started, because I find that once you accept one offer, a lot of times more offers roll in. So the next item, number 8, is another ModCloth item. Actually, the last 3 items are ModCloth items, so if you're not looking for ModCloth, you should be. This one is a pleated midi skirt, and this is a really popular item. It's the Breathtaking Tiger Lily skirt, and it's been made in a ton of colors. The brand on the tag doesn't say ModCloth. So ModCloth is one of those brands like Anthropologie where they sell a bunch of different labels. So they also have their house brand, which just says ModCloth on the tag, but they have tons of other brands, Retrolicious, B and Dot, Effie's Heart, you know, whatever. They have literally over 100 different brands that they sell there. So this one is by the brand Hot and Delicious. And it is a pleated midi skirt. It comes with a belt. That belt is missing most of the time because people either keep it or it gets torn up or whatever. They just don't keep it with the skirt. And so I always go to the bins and look for these little like braided belts, because they cost nothing there, and that way if I find something like this, I'm able to replace the belt, and that's what I did with this. Excuse me. And yeah, that went for $30, and that's a pretty common. They go for like between $25 to $35 depending on the color and whether or not they have the belt. So the next item I had listed for, I believe, $45, and this was another ModCloth dress, and it was plus size 18, and I got a lot of offers for like $20 or $25 on it, and when I countered, nobody wanted to, I guess, pay up for it. So I had sent out an offer for 20% off with discounted shipping. That was $36. And then this person came in, and then separately from that, they hadn't received that offer, but separately from that, they offered me $30. And I went ahead and accepted that because I felt like it was pretty decent price for the dress. And I was really, again, trying to like keep the sales momentum going. All right, so the last item is another ModCloth dress. This is a cowboy print border dress. So it had a little Peter Pan collar, fitted, little cap sleeves, and then had like a border print with like a female cowgirl. I was going to say a female cowboy, but they have a name for that. So yeah, a cowgirl on there. And the brand on that one was Dancing Days, but underneath in real small letters it says by Band. So the brand is Band, but it's like their sub-label Dancing Days, which they sell at ModCloth a lot. So yep, I usually just put the title of the ModCloth name. So they're all named just like Anthropologie ones were. This one was the Hard at Quirk dress. And I'll put that in the description, and then make sure that my title is filled out with keywords, not the title of the dress, because if it's in the description, someone searching for it on Google or someone searching for it in the app is going to find it anyway, so you need to use your title for more relevant keywords. So yeah, I think I had that listed for $56, and someone came in and offered me $40 within, I think, 2 days of listing it, and usually anytime it's within 30% off of my asking price, I'll go ahead and accept without countering. If it's below 30% of my asking price, a lot of times I'll counter. But again, depending on where I got it, if I got it at the bins, sometimes I'll just accept the offer. And yeah, so those are my last 10 sales over $30. I know a lot of people don't like to shop dresses and they don't like to shop skirts, but those are two of my top sellers. And I don't know if it comes from being in the vintage world, but in the vintage world, dresses and skirts are like the most coveted. They're the bread and butter of vintage. And yeah, sure, you sell a ton of sweaters, cardigans, pants and shorts when you can find them, but if you look back at the 50s and 60s, most everyone wore dresses, and anyone who's kind of in that vintage subculture, that's what they're looking for. So I think ModCloth really tailors to that sort of aesthetic. And so yeah, I always go through dresses and skirts when I'm at the thrift store. They are sort of bread and butter for me. So don't pass them up. There's lots of good stuff to be had, and try and learn those ModCloth labels. Yeah, so thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.